waiting for some of you to come in. I've been doing you a live. I thought I'd go live when I was in Captura, but I wasn't able to. So I'm going to share the link around so that people know that I'm live. I was going to say that I'm alive, that I'm live, and maybe join in. Let me try to share the link because I keep telling myself I'll start to notify people when I'm going live, but it's been hard, so I just randomly go live. Okay. Trying to share the link so that people know that I'm live and can join, hopefully. I have 3 people watching already. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Already here, Nabz, you're welcome, welcome. You guys make me so happy. I go live randomly and then you join in. It's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi Uhuru, hi Mr. Msinguzi, hi Clippers Don't Lie. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Let me first share the link around. Hi Becky, so that people know that I'm live and so that they join in, because I randomly go live. I want to keep planning for it, but I don't know. I just thought I'd planned to do it tomorrow, but I was like, let me just do it today so that my makeup does not go to waste. I'm from filming a collaboration, 4 collaboration videos actually. We filmed 2 for her channel and 2 for my channel with Kuchenda. She's Faye, but her brand name is Kuchenda. She's a travel vlogger, also travel vlogger and blogger, influencer, all that. We had a good time. We ate a lot of good food, a lot of Ugandan food. So yeah. Ooh, it was a good day. Hi, Roll with Liz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So in this live, I want to do the live that I was meant to do when I was in Captura, but I didn't get time. My trip was short and I had to do the activities. So if you have any questions about my trip to Captura, the experience, the costs, transport, accommodation, food, activities, now is the time. Thank you, Liz. I did my makeup today, so when I got back home, the moment I got into a house, a tiny voice was like, maybe you could go live today instead of tomorrow. So I did. Here I am. I'm still trying to share around the link so that people join the live. So if you have any questions about Captura, please ask. But before you ask, I'm just going to tell you, been to Sipi, it's beautiful. Liz, Sipi is amazing. It's beautiful. I feel like the whole of Captura is just beautiful. Like, most people talk about Sipi because that's like the most famous place there, but it's just beautiful. From the time you get to Mbale, you start to see the base of Mount Elgon. Guys, it is amazing. It didn't even show on the camera because I tried to show on the camera, but it couldn't show. It is amazing. It is beautiful. Wow, Captura is beautiful. The sunsets there, the sunrises, the waterfalls. Chai, I miss that place. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. But here I am. Back to my Kampala life. So my trip to Captura, to begin with, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do, because you get the live content. Like when I'm just trekking, I take a few clips and share so that people know what to look out for in terms of vlogs and Instagram feed posts. So I feel like it's exciting for you to know what you're expecting. So please follow me on Instagram, Nabz.Arah, and keep up with the content, because everyone who follows me on Instagram has already seen the beautiful stories from the 3 Sipi Falls, from Chebonet Falls, from the sunsets, the sunrise, the accommodation, and the vlogs will keep coming in from time to time, because editing is hectic, so I can't lie, but I won't edit all of them and put them out in 1 week. No. So the vlogs will keep coming in maybe a period of 2 weeks. I'll keep releasing a bit. Yeah, but on Instagram you get the live thing. Yeah. Anyway, my trip was for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4 days and 3 nights. I really wished I could stay longer. I just wished I could stay longer so that maybe I walk every evening to go and get the sunset. You see that what makes the sunset there so pretty is the fact that they have these hills. Like, to begin with, the whole place is hilly. Like, they settled on like the base of Mount Elgon. So they have the valley. It's a huge and wide. So when you stand on top of the base, on top of the rocks and all that, it's just huge and free, like a huge landscape. So no tall buildings, nothing to distract the sunset. So you just see it live. It's hard for me to get sunsets where I'm staying because it's blocked by houses, trees, gardens, all that. But there, like, that specific place is for sunsets. Because even in Captura, when you're in town, you don't see it well because it's blocked by buildings and all that. But the sunset's there. And it was the first time I woke up to go and see the sunrise. I felt so good about myself. The thing about me, when you tell me, okay, when I know I have to do something, let's say at 5, this body of mine does not even wait for the alarm that I've set maybe for 4:30. No, it wakes up immediately. So my tour guide suggested that night that we could go and see the sunrise the following day. So still trying to share the link, guys. Bear with me. So he suggested we go. Okay, he suggested we walk from my accommodation at like 5:50 and make it there at like 6. Yeah, so that we wait for it when it's still a bit dark. This body of mine woke up at 4:30. Like, why would I wake up that early? And waited. Kumbe all this time my tour guide overslept. So when it clocked like 5, I think 50, I was like, maybe he's not coming. I didn't feel comfortable calling him at that time, so I just slept. Hi Rashid Freestyler, thank you for tuning in. So I didn't feel comfortable calling him at that time. I just went back to sleep, and then at like 6:30, I think he came. He's like, Nabz. So we got a bit of the sunset. It will appear in some of the vlogs. Not sunrise, it will appear in some of the vlogs. But I feel like it would have been more beautiful if we came like early and all that. But it was amazing. It was the first time I went to see a sunrise. You guys, am I even making sense to anyone? Do things like sunset, sunrise excite you guys, or is it just me? And it was amazing. Transportation. Okay, let me talk about transportation for anyone who would want to go. I boarded from Nakawa. So my tour guide had already told me that the taxis there in Nakawa. But then, randomly, you guys, to tell you that trip was meant to be, because me, I plan all my trips with God. I was trying to decide between Tuesday and Sunday. Okay, like, at first I'd told myself I'll go Tuesday of this week that has ended. But then when I looked at my calendar, I realized my period was going to come around that time, and you guys, I cramped during my period, cramped badly. So it's like, how am I going to go and enjoy if I'm cramping? So I decided to like bring that trip a bit closer. It was a solo trip, so I didn't affect anyone. I just had to talk to my guide, make sure he's available at that time, then consult if the accommodation is available at that time. So I shifted the trip to Sunday. Like, I shifted it by 2 days earlier, 2 days or 3 days earlier. Yeah, so that very day I was on Facebook, and then my OG, you guys, that have not spoken to in forever. She was actually my primary school OG. She's from that side. She's called Chimangei. So she like likes one of my posts on Nabz Arah Facebook page, and then I remember, I'm like, oh, I can actually get some details from her. So I'm like, hi Chimangei, I'm coming to your place this this weekend. Some details on where do I find the taxis, blah blah. She was like, Nakawa, but Nakawa, don't go to the park, go to Shell, the ones there leave immediately. She shared some nice tips. So I had, like, the trip was so rushed. I actually had to come back at night, Saturday night, because I was at my mom's. Washed even a few things and scrubbed my shoes because they were dirty, but I was just like, we're going. Slept late, woke up early, you know, trip excitement. I don't know if everyone gets trip excitement, but me, I get trip excitement. And at 8, I think 8 or 9, I left home. I think 8. By 9, I was at the taxi. I really wanted to get the front seat so that I film a proper road trip video, because you can get like the sides from the front view. But that front seat is taken first. I'm telling you, by the time I reached, it was already like taken. Sat at the back, still got a window seat. It was amazing. Like, I didn't know where to get off from, but I called my tour guide. He talked to the conductor, directed him where to leave me, because I didn't know where to get off from. And boom, we sat and went. I still didn't believe that I did it alone. Solo trips are amazing, you guys. They push you. They make you talk to people you didn't have talked to. They make you just be open and know who you are. It was amazing. So the charges is 40k from Kampala to Sipi. Sipi is a town. So I think the town got its name from the falls, or the falls got its name from the town. I think they named first they named the river Sipi River, then I think they named maybe the town, or then the falls next, I don't know. But Sipi is also a town. So they were supposed to leave me in Sipi town at a certain signpost. We reached and I didn't know we had reached. So the conductor kept saying, you, me, come, we've reached. Yeah, and then I had to wait for my tour guide. It was amazing, you guys. I still feel like I need to go to Captura. The place was beautiful. So, of course, some people tried to help me because maybe they thought I was lost, but I was just like, now I'm waiting for my tour guide. He came, helped me to my accommodation. It was ready. So I slept at Sipi guest house. My tour guide assured me they charge 50,000 per night, but it's business. If everyone feels like, if I can earn more, why not? So when I consulted first, they told me 80,000. I'm like, no, my budget is 50,000 per night. So the lady sent me to the manager. Negotiated with the manager. He was still saying 70,000 per night. I'm like, no, 50. So I ended up getting it at 50,000 per night. But even when I was registering in the book, like 50,000 is the actual amount. But you just need to know how to negotiate. Plus, I think they're taking 50 now because maybe the numbers are low. Maybe they would insist on higher prices if the numbers were more. But yeah, it was amazing. Let me first pause there and go through the comments. Okay. We pause and go through the comments. Oh, wait, let me share the link on Facebook also, so that my friends that want to join can join in. Then I read the comments and we continue. If you have any questions about my trip to CB, drop them. Actually, I have to start working on the first vlog from there. Yeah, it should be the next vlog that I post next week. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you so much for coming for these abrupt lives that I don't even announce, but you show up and watch. Thank you. I want to go to the live, read the comments. Yeah. Showing me an ad first. Watching ads on my channel is weird. Anyway, let's go through the comments. Already here, Nabz Clippers Don't Lie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Msingu's Akavili Keko. My hair, I just washed it last night. It took so long to wash, I didn't even detangle. I like my growth, but it looks so healthy, and this style looks good on me. Thank you. Hello, Huro55. I'll always give a shout out to the members of the channel. So shout out to Huro55. He's a channel member. Channel members sponsor the channel monthly with a monthly fee. If you'd like to join, tap on the join button. When you open my page, tap on the join button, see the different packages available and choose one. Hey Becky, hi Liz, looking good. Been to Sipi, it's beautiful. Sipi is so beautiful. Your audio is a bit low. Yeah, I think I'm speaking low because I'm alone and I'm just speaking to myself. Is it much better now? Please someone tell me if you can hear me better than before. Mr. Singles, there is a direct line of sight to view the sunset / sunrise. This is news to me. Rashid Freestyler, hello Ara. Hello Rashid. You're the celebrity of our YouTubers group currently. How are you doing, celebrity? Discover Sipi. It was great. It was a great experience having an adventure with you. Discover Sipi is the account on my target, by the way. Thank you so much for tuning in, William. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. It was a great experience having an adventure with you. It was indeed amazing. Rex Mobla from Buruburu, Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much for tuning in, Rex. Rashid Freestyle, Discover Sipi, get me on board too. Rashid, for you to be on board, first come back and then they take you. How do you want him to take you? You're already far away from the country. Rashid Freestyle and Nabz Arah. Rashid, I don't even have words for you. How many times did you plan to go to Sipi and didn't go? Sipi kept me awake at night. That's the thing. Like, I put it in my mind that I want to go. It kept me awake at night, so I just had to get up and go. We could go back together, but I had to go. Rashid looks a good idea. Let's plan anytime soon. Okay, Rashid, I've shared the tickets. If you look through the comments, Discover Sipi has shared his business contacts. If you plan on going to Sipi, take a screenshot and keep them, or just go follow Discover Sipi on Facebook, Instagram, the website also. Lynn Quichiriza, hi everyone. Hi Lynn, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm trying to recap my trip to Captura. For those of you that have just joined in, Captura is where Sipi Falls are located. I know people that are into travel, most especially, have Sipi on their bucket list. So whatever information I could share to help you go there, I'm right here. I'm the plug. Me is the plug. But guys, I don't know if you noticed, I got, is it called a tan or a sunburn? I don't know, but I wore sunscreen on day 1. Day 2 I didn't. I don't know if you can see. This is the part where my swimsuit passed. It's light. Then these other parts got darker. The arms are darker. The back is the sun in Captura was just too much. Like it would, and it's like the weather is just extreme. When it's hot, it's really hot. When it's dark, it's really dark. When it's hot, it's okay. When it's cold, it's really cold. Because at night, imagine it would get to 16 degrees. That is too cold for me. Because the least that I normally get here in my house is like 20 degrees, 21 degrees, and I'd be freezing and even put on a sweater. But yeah, some nights I'll wake up and it's 16 degrees Celsius. The funniest thing happened on the first day that we went. I had late lunch, so for supper I was like, maybe I should just get a Rolex, just in case I get hungry at night. Guys, that Rolex did not last 30 minutes on that table, and when I got it to eat it, it was freezing cold. I could not eat it. Imagine me, Nabz Arah, leaving a Rolex. It was too cold. It was like I couldn't eat it. It was too cold. Like, that's how cold it gets at night. But during the day when it gets hot again. Because it's the first time I'm getting this kind of tan. Oh, I don't want to be tanned. I'm dark enough, right? Why should I get a tan? Anyway, so where did I end? I think I finished day 1. Did I finish day 1? Yeah, I finished day 1. Those of you that have just joined in, thank you so much for joining. You're most welcome. I'm recapping my last trip to Sipi Falls, Captura. Please give the video a thumbs up if you've just come in, so that other people that didn't get notified, or people who don't know that I'm live, can get it suggested on their timelines and they watch. So I think I've talked about the sunset. We went for the sunset, and then the next morning we went for the sunrise. I've talked about accommodation and transport. Or let me talk about food. When I was budgeting, I actually budgeted a bit more money for food, but thank God I didn't even need to spend all of it. So the food is really cheap. The thing about a country, even when I used to stay in Arua, the foods are really, really cheap, very affordable. So I remember the first meal I had was 2,500 Uganda shillings. That's less than $1. It was all foods, basically all foods and beans. So if I want to travel like beef, it would be 4,000 Uganda shillings, and the range is around there. So what I did, we mixed local restaurants, like local cheap restaurants, with mid-range restaurants, because they don't really have high-end restaurants that side, but they have mid-range restaurants. And I didn't spend as much as I thought I would spend. The thing about like traveling with a tour guide, when you get a tour guide, it is very, very good for you to be the one to do all the expenses, because this person is there like for you, like to like help you with their time. Yes, because you pay for the services, but if you end up going in a restaurant to eat, if you end up getting a border, if you end up hiring an Uber, it's you to pay. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's you to pay. I'm telling you now. So when you get a tour guide, please cover the expenses. Support the country, support the tourism. So me and my tour guide, we ended up spending not beyond 50,000 for the 3 days that we were there, because we ate at high-end restaurants, not high-end, mid-range. There are no high-end restaurants, mid-range restaurants twice. I think twice. Went to one in town, then one at Rafiki Lodge. Then the rest we just went to, like, there was a nearby restaurant where I used to stay. We'd just go and eat. Yeah, so I didn't spend much on food. The biggest thing about traveling is accommodation. Once you get the accommodation that you feel like you can cover, then the transport is also like the biggest chunk, plus the fees, the tour guide fees. So for Sipi Falls, William charges 50,000 to hike the 3 Sipi Falls. There are 3. They have 100-meter falls, then the 85-meter falls, then the 65-meter falls. They are all called Sipi Falls because they all originate from Sipi River. Okay, River Sipi. I hope I'm giving correct information here. Really, am I still in the house? So that you correct me if I'm just misleading people. But I don't know, they all originate from the Sipi River. So hiking the 3 of those is 50,000 Uganda shillings. Then I chose to do a sunset walk, which is 15,000. Then Chebonet Falls is 30,000. So yeah, you do that total, and you know how you're going to spend it. The other thing I learned about traveling, you actually have to sit down, because you're not using a tours company. Because if I wanted to use a tours company, of course they would put everything properly for me and then add their cap profits. And you know, adding their cap profit would mean that I'm spending more, and I'm still about budget travel. So you need to actually sit down and plan your itineraries. You sit down, write down the activities that you want to do, figure out in how many days you can do it, because with traveling, the more nights you spend there, the more you'll spend. Figure out in how many days you can do them, calculate your transport, your accommodation, meals, give an estimate. Of course, always struggle with a bit more excess cash just in case something happens, something unplanned. And plan your tour guide fees, what you need. For example, this time around I had to budget for data, because I just subscribed to Leica Mobile, but of course Leica is for us in the central. Once you go beyond, you don't get it. I tried once, it reaches Mukono, it reaches Entebbe, it reaches my mom's place, that's Kachiri. But like once we continued beyond Mukono Lugazi, I lost network, so I had to like get a whole different data package, because I had to keep updating my Instagram. Just put in all the expenses that you need, sit down, write the exact amount. If it's too much for you, figure out, can I remove one night? Then be like, can I maybe remove one activity? I'll come back and do it, because personally I didn't do abseiling. It was going to take my budget to over 500k, and I wanted my trip to be under 500,000 Uganda shillings. So figure out all those things, then boom, you set to travel. But you guys, everyone needs to do solo travel once in a while. It's amazing. Slim. I always mess up your name. Looking gorgeous, sis. Just here chilling, listening to your interesting trip, dear. Thank you so much for tuning in, Slimo. That girl Irene, thank you so much for tuning in, Irene. Becky Allen's food at 1,500 is a good deal, an amazing deal, I'm telling you. Michael Carson, good info. Thank you so much for tuning in, Michael. Food at 2,500 is just a good deal. The things that scare us most about travel, you people, they're not even that real. Like the costs. Food outside of Kampala is generally cheap, I'm telling you. I studied in Arua. All the time I was there, I would get meals at 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. Huge, big meals. And my cost as a student wasn't so high. So, meals, yes. Diana Prima, natural hair goals. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. What else have I talked about? Oh, okay. Let me see. I've talked about the hike. Okay, let's talk a bit about the hike to Sipi Falls. So we started with the 65-meter falls. So the way, according to my tour guide, it was easier for us to start from the depression, like from the valley, and keep going up and up and up. Because like I told you guys, Captura is more of, it's hilly. So according to my tour guide, the easiest way to hike these falls and finish all the three of them, you start from the lowest, keep going up. If you start from up and keep going down, hey, you might not reach. So we started from the 65-meter fall. I was so geared up, I was so excited. I feel like we were at fall one. Because they told me 5 to 6 hours, so I really feel like we're already at the first fall. Maybe it's not even going to take that long. Maybe it's not that hard. So we went to the first fall. That's the fall that is suitable for like showering. Okay, by showering I mean just like standing under the fall and let the water fall on you, because the waters do not pour with so much force and they don't come from such a high height. Okay, they are a bit low, and it has like a part where you can swim. They call it a natural swimming pool. So I can't swim, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to shower under the falls. I promised myself. From the time we planned and I realized there's that option, I promised myself I didn't have swimsuit. I had to go and buy swimsuits, because I was just like, the next time I go to like a water body, a waterfall, a lake, whatever, as long as there is water, I should take some swimsuit photos. So when we reached there, I had to take some swimsuit photos. They turned out great. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see. Please follow me on Instagram so that you see the photos. And it was really amazing sharing under the falls, like just standing there and let the water pour on you. It wasn't as cold as my guide said it would be. He kept telling me, it's too cold, but it wasn't so cold. It was just bearable. I feel like it would be so much fun if people were there many. Like if I had more friends, like to just like it would be more fun. But it was still fun. It was an interesting experience. I loved it. So if you want to take some swimsuit photos when you go to Sipi Falls, you do it at the 65-meter Sipi Falls. It's called the second waterfall. I don't know why they call it the second. Man, the order failed me. At least I know their heights. So that's the one at which you take it. Or you could ask your tour guide and they recommend. So yeah, that was amazing. From that we continued to the 85-meter fall. Now that one was really a steep hike. There were rapids before that, and when I saw the rapids I thought we had reached. No, we had not reached. We were like 2 hours away from that. We took a rest, continued. So what my guide made sure of, and what I loved most, to see them wholly. So we'd see them from top, then go down, hike down and see them from down also, then continue to the next one. So it's the same thing we did for the 85-meter one. We saw them first from down, then hiked and saw them from top, like where they originate from, rested a bit, continued to the 100-meter waterfall. So when we continued, okay, actually no, by then, by the way, we were like 4 hours into the hike, and I was hungry, so we went and had lunch first. then continued to the 100-meter waterfall. That one is a bit hard. Yes, I agree, that one is a bit hard. Sloping down there was not easy. Slippery stones, blah blah. It wasn't as easy, but we made it. Saw it from there. That one is not really suitable for like swimsuit photos or like for just stepping down there and take photos. I didn't find it so, like, I found it a bit scary. It's like in a depression where the water pours. It was a bit scary, maybe because I was down there alone. My dad was like, I'm not going down with you. He was scared. Okay, like he was scared of falling. It was really slippery. But I'm still glad I went there. So it was the hike for day one. Went to the 3 falls. We hiked basically for the whole day, because when we are from there, we went again to see the sunset. It's a bit of a hike also, like maybe 30 minutes from where we were, but it's like, it would be maybe like 30 minutes from my accommodation. I don't know. Let me read a few comments. Jero's Fitness. Yo. Jero's. Yo is of greeting. Hi Jero's. Thank you so much for tuning in. Discover Sipi. 65 meters was our starting point, then passed through the rapid to connect to the 85 meters, and thereafter we rolled up on the upper loop of the waterfalls, close to the main waterfalls. The view, yes, the views were amazing. Okay, thank you that you're here to give a recap, because I think I'm just too excited to remember some of the things that happened. But I loved my trip. It was amazing. So day one we did that. Day two, Chebonet Falls. A bit of review on the hiking. First of all, it's not a must that you should hike. I thought it was a must, but it's not. You can use borders, or if you have a car, you can drive. You can drive to like the point where you see the falls, then walk a bit, see them, come back to your car. It can be that easy for you if that's the kind of person that you are. But also if you're the kind of person that would love to hike, spend hours talking to like maybe your guide, enjoying the views, passing through the local community, seeing people in their gardens, plowing, passing through places with kids playing, hearing their laughter, all those things. If those things interest you, I feel like a hike is the best thing for you to do. So let me comment on how those people take agriculture seriously. Like, oh my god, all the gardens I passed were flourishing. Wow. Like, even if someone had not weed for some time, like weeding, the plants were really flourishing. And like when you see them digging, they have the red volcanic soils. You guys, those people, if you want to do agriculture, I consider that place. The soils were really, like, they looked really fertile, but even the plants could show. They grow banana plants, matoke, they grow Irish potatoes. I saw some onions, beans. Like, they're into the agriculture thing. They grow the food. I think they grow the food that they eat and also sell some. But their gardens were really flourishing. Like, wherever we passed, you'd find like people digging, like taking care of their gardens. It was just amazing. Like, the hardworking people, and they are strong because those people hike all that time. Imagine when we were hiking the places where we passed, and some people had houses deep down in the valley, but they have to hike up to access shops, schools, hospitals, access transportation, maybe if they want to leave Captura and go to some other place. Basically, you guys, I feel like they're strong people. I don't know if I can hike that much. Like, hike daily. I don't know if I can do that. Anyways, after that hike, I went to bed tired and exhausted. I actually slept for like 9 or 10 hours. I really thought I was going to wake up with like body pain, exhaustion, feeling like I can't go on. And I'd planned to tell my guide that we do Chebonet Falls in the afternoon so that I rest for the morning. But I woke up okay. I didn't have body pain, no muscle pulls. I didn't have that much of exhaustion as I thought I would have. So it was amazing. So we continued to the next hike, Chebonet Falls, the following day. Now, Chebonet Falls, you guys, how do I tell about Chebonet Falls? It is deep down in the valley. So deep down in the valley. Like, I don't know. It was, in my opinion, it was way harder to access than any of the 3 falls, any of the 3 Sipi Falls. because it's so steep. Like you're literally walking, like the roads you're passing on are like this. Anytime you can slide and fall down, 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 down there. That's how I felt. It was a bit harder to access. Yeah. And my guy told me one time someone slid and fell there. Well, it's not funny. I feel like I'd also laugh if I slid and fail. But it is steep, guys. Anytime if your shoes are not really that good, yeah, like if the sole is a bit faded, yeah, anytime you can slide and fall. But we made it down there, and there was something about Chebonet Falls, you guys. There was something spiritual about Chebonet Falls. Like from the time I got there, I just felt different. I just felt so humbled. I just felt like I wanted to take in more than I wanted to take in more of the Sipi Falls. There was something I cannot explain about Chebonet Falls. I feel like, and not many people visit it. Everyone feels like, oh, if I go to Captura and do Sipi Falls, I'm done with Captura. No. There are even some falls that I didn't go to. More reason for me to go back to Captura. But Chebonet Falls was amazing. There is something about it. I'll go back, and if I feel it, I'll know that there is something about Chebonet Falls. It was like, I don't know. There was something about it. I can't explain it. Anyway, we did Chebonet for that day. Later on in the afternoon, we went to check out the town. I wanted to do a vlog of the town. I did a bit of it. I'll upload what I got. And how should I say about that town? It's not a big town. It's a small town. You can literally walk around it and you're done with it. We went to the border of Captura and Queen. Queen is the next district after Captura. And for one moment like this, I crossed from Captura to Queen, like in just a minute, and then come back to Captura. Does any normal person out there find that interesting, or is it just me? It was amazing that I felt like if I got off the border, I would have like one foot in Queen and one foot in Captura, and that's amazing according to me. I don't know if those things even interest you guys, but it was amazing. So yeah, I loved, like, we did a bit of that. It wasn't so much because it rained. It rained when we were just on the border heading to town, and we had to take shelter and continued. It was now too cold. Went to like over how many restaurants when they don't have food till we got food. By the time we were done eating, I didn't film much of that town, but I filmed something. I'll upload it for you guys to see. And that was like my last night in Captura. I didn't want to leave. I honestly didn't want to leave, but I told myself, Nabz, go back home. And I was just like I wanted to actually expand my trip. I was willing to like tell my mom to send me money, like get a loan from her, so that I expand my trip and go to the nearby game park. It's called P.O Box. According to my guide, it's amazing. Today when I was with Faye of Hushenda, she's a travel vlogger also, she told me P.O Box is amazing. She said the landscapes, the scenery, it's like, according to my guide, it's the second largest gazetted game park in Uganda, if I'm not mistaken. So it does have some animals. You can do a game drive there. You can do a nature walk. There's a nearby community of interesting people that I would want to go and see. I nearly expanded my trip, but then I didn't because it got a bit complicated. And I knew I had to come back home and plan from zero. But yeah, I think my next trip I might go there or Chebonet Falls. I don't know. Oh, I feel like traveling is addictive, you guys. I don't know if anyone knows that. It's just addictive. Like once you go, you just feel like I need to be going all the time. I need to be in a new place all the time. There's that urge that just makes you feel like, where are we going next? When are we going? I keep feeling that. Yeah. It's Morris. Yeah, they have got you live. Sorry you had to miss because I don't announce when I'm going live, but I think I should start announcing each time I'm going live. And today is a weekend. Weekends are the worst days to go live. Everyone is busy. People are partying, like making evening plans, making party plans. But okay, if I make the live not so long, people will watch, right? We're almost 40 minutes in. So maybe I should end it here. Do you guys have any questions? Or have I summarized the trip. I've talked about accommodation, I've talked about meals, I've talked about transportation activities, explained a bit of my experiences. Brie Nation TV, hi Nabz Arah and fellow YouTubers, hi Brie Nation TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm doing a recap on my trip from Captura, which are the next vlogs that you guys are going to be seeing in a week or two, maybe a week, maybe two, because I got only 4 vlogs. I think I'll upload all of them within 2 weeks and move on to the next thing. So if you have any questions, suggestions, concerns, please drop them before I end the live. I don't want it to be so long. Yesterday a friend told me, she was like, oh Nabz, can you imagine I just watched a whole 2 hours live video views? I'm like, how? Then I realized live videos are just addictive. When someone talks, you feel like it is a story. They're storytelling. Who wants for that story to end in the middle? No one. So you just keep tuned in until, like, before you realize, you're like, oh god, I've watched the whole 2 hours. I know that happens with live videos. But I don't want to make it so long because I know people will find this information valuable and they would want to, like, watch all of it and get the information. And they might be discouraged if it's so long. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I don't know if the 5 of you that are here have just tuned in or you were here before, but thank you for tuning in. Please give a thumbs up if you've not already. I think I should end the live. I'm really tired. It was a productive day, but also exhausting. We filmed 4 whole videos. This mouth was talking for 4 whole videos. We filmed a sit down for Kushenda's channel, a sit down for my channel, discussing travel. We reviewed 2 restaurants. So basically, I just want to rest, relax, and enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Let me end this live video here. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in another live video. Have a good night. Thank you. I'll see you in another live video. I'm going to try so much to plan my lives because I told myself I should be going live every week, and it has been in my mind. That's why I'm live today, because, like, I want to make sure I go at least once every week. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye. Oh, in my next video, maybe it will come up on Monday. I don't know, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on how much I'll be able to edit today and tomorrow. Today no editing, I'm tired. I'm just going to chill and relax. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in my abrupt live videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in my next upload. Bye bye.